We do have new information on a major case that we've been following closely in the district for more than a year now. Just a few hours ago, a 13-year-old girl was sentenced to the maximum amount of imprisonment under D.C. law in connection with the murder of Reggie Brown. She is the first of 5 teenage girls being held responsible for beating the 64-year-old to death in an alley in October of last year. Melissa Kim was in the courtroom today where the girl apologized. Melissa, we're also hearing from the Brown family tonight.
They hung up on me.
Malda Brown was among the family members that had to leave the courtroom as prosecutor Gabrielle Legalio replayed cell phone video taken by the 13-year-old girl, displaying what Judge Kendra Briggs called a celebratory disposition after brutally beating and kicking Reggie Brown the night of October 17, 2023.
I could hear them celebrating after they murdered my brother today, so it puts you in another frame of mind.
Malda is one of Reggie's older sisters. She says she does not accept the apology.
Absolutely not. She didn't give no remorse or no empathy or no sympathy. It saddens me that these young girls could be so brutal and do something so severe.
The girl will face the maximum penalty by D.C. law, a restrictive commitment in a Department of Youth Rehabilitation Services facility until she turns 21 years old.
I'm just grateful that the judge did give them the time.
But she says it's not enough based on their research of the city's youth rehab facilities.
We found out that they just let these kids come out like a revolving door,
suggesting that parents need to be held accountable.
It's so sad because they're not raising their children. They're letting their children be out all times of night. So what they need to start doing is holding these parents accountable and locking them up as well,
so that another family in the district doesn't have to go through what they did.
It was hard Thanksgiving, and my mom and my sisters and everybody, but we just keep praying.
Yeah, and Judge Kendra Briggs calling this crime horrific and noted that this girl chose to participate in this because she was actually the one that took selfies after the murder of Reggie Brown, and as they walked away from his body. In the meantime, 2 of the other girls will be sentenced before the end of the month. We're live at D.C. Superior Court tonight. I'm Melissa Kim, WUSA 9.
The case is horrific, and to see some kind of justice be delivered was a long time coming. Melissa, thank you.
Shalom, Brother Yari Banyanyam. Just come with a quick lesson. I pray be edifying to the flock. Before I get started, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rahakwadash. Double honors to apostles and elders, great millstone. Shalom to the hopeful elect. It's horrific to hear a story like this. And the thing is, it was girls, 13 years old. Eves, more than likely, Israelites, 5 of them, beat that man to death in the alley. Man, like, it's horrible. And the thing about it is, more of this is going to happen. We're in the time of the end. More of this is going to happen. Don't be surprised when you hear these stories that pop up on the news. It is what it is. A lot of stuff's going to pop off out here. You know, you see what happened with and this happened last year. And you see what happened with the CEO that was, he was deleted in New York, gunned down. More of these type of stories are gonna occur. It's through the will of Yahweh Shem Shai. He's having these things happen. That spirit's out there. Oh man, but yeah, it's just wild. Like 5 13-year-old girls beat a man to death. And you see the man was, he had, issues. He was homeless, and those are the targets that they'll go for. These people that's on the street that don't have anywhere to go. they're what they call soft targets, easy targets. So yes, I mean, just be aware. Like, don't think because you see these little girls out here, and you know people think, oh, they innocent, they wouldn't do anything like that. As you see, Yahweh Shem Yahshua will give you slack. He will give you these stories. He'll show you these things to let you know, no one's innocent. Don't think these little girls are innocent. Because if you do, and you think that they wouldn't do some heinous stuff like this, you're sadly mistaken. Sadly mistaken. This is Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 37. And thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb, and a byword among all nations, whither the Lord shall lead thee. And that's what's happened with the Israelites, so-called Black, Hispanics, Native Americans. Okay? We have become an astonishment, a proverb, and a byword. You know, Israelites with that 2/3 mindset, this is what they do. That's, you know, they're of the 2/3. This is what they're going to do. These other nations look at Israelites, so-called Black, Hispanics, Native Americans, and they see us not in a great light. They think we're animals and things of that nature. And a lot of Israelites are. They are brute beasts. Because you would never expect to hear this story if you heard it and they didn't mention that it was young girls, 13 years old. You would never expect it would have been girls. You would, if you just heard it and they didn't say who it was, you would think it was just, adult males or whatnot that did it. But to hear that it was 13-year-old girls, 5 of them, that beat a man to death, that's an astonishment. You're like, what? And that's how these other nations, they see this stuff, That's why these other nations have this disdain towards Israelites, Yes, the curses are on us as a people. And these curses are going to be on us until Yahushua comes back. And these curses make it where, that Yahweh put on us, it will, what's the word I'm looking for? It will confirm who we are. Deuteronomy 28:37, and thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb, and a byword among all nations, whither the Lord shall lead thee. And that's what's going on. It is what it is. That's how you know we're the Israelites. Because stories like this, you don't hear stories like that of these other nations so much. Not saying these things don't happen. Not saying that, but especially here in America, Babylon, this place has turned our people upside down. It has perversed them to the highest degree. So you hear these stories like this. These instances will occur. Let me get this scripture. Where is it? Leviticus. I think it's 24. Yeah. This is Leviticus chapter 24, verse 17. And he that killeth a man, and he that killeth any man shall surely be put to death. Now, Esau's system has set up where these young girls are going to be put in a rehabilitation center until they're 21. In ancient times, if this would have happened, all 5 of those little girls would be put to death, be stoned to death after their trial for murdering. They didn't, and let me rephrase that again. They didn't kill this man. They murdered him. They murdered him. So you know, the penalty for that, for murder, is you're supposed to be put to death. But we have grace through Yahushua HaMashiach. So you can repent over the sins that you've done. But real talk, those little girls need to be put down. Because if this kingdom, this society continues, let's say if it continued till they turn 21, I don't believe them going through rehabilitation is going to help at all. Because you committed murder at 13 years old. Your spirit's already off. I don't see Esau's system truly rehabilitating you. Because Esau's crooked too and wicked. So how can the wicked rehabilitate another wicked? They can't. So these young girls will do this again. You know? To get away from all that, best thing is just take them out. But this society that we live in, they won't do that. But that's okay, because Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai will take care of them in due time. Because that family didn't get justice. The sister said it. She was apologizing, and she don't accept her apology. And they didn't get true justice for their brother. So true justice is going to come through the will of Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai. That's it. That's how they're going to get true justice. Wicked, boy, I tell you. Jeremiah chapter 22. Jeremiah chapter 4, verse 22. Salakia. For my people is foolish. They have not known me. They are sottish children. They have none understanding. They are wise to do evil. Like those 5 girls, they were wise to do evil. But to do good, they have no knowledge. They have no knowledge of doing good. Like the sister said, what was their parents? Where's their parents? Their parents probably not around like that, and probably helped teach them that to be wicked out here. I remember when I was 13 years old, I wasn't thinking about doing no nonsense like that. I was out playing and riding my bicycle, going to school, thinking about girls and stuff like that. But I wasn't out there thinking about committing murder and then posting it. She had the audacity to take video footage of it. And they were, as they said in the news report, they were, I think it said they were laughing, or they were joyous in what they were doing. That just shows their wickedness. Yeah, boy, I tell you. But we're in the last days. Let me read this scripture. This is Proverbs chapter 4. Start verse 10. Hear, O my son, and receive my sayings, and the years of thy life shall be many. This is King David talking to his son, King Solomon, telling him things that will help him in his, as he becomes a man, an older man and so forth. And keep these things I'm about to tell you, and hold it, in your mind, and try to live by these things. Verse 11, I have taught thee in the way of wisdom. I have led thee in right paths. Those parents of those little Eves, those demons, they didn't teach them in wisdom. If they did, they wouldn't have been doing that bullshit in the first place. But, like they said, parents have the, Parents have they got to take accountability on some of these things also. The actions of their children. Verse 12, when thou goest, thy steps shall not be straitened, and when thou runnest, thou shalt not stumble. Verse 13, take fast hold of instruction, let her not go, keep her, for she is thy life. He told him, take hold of good instruction. She is keep her, for she is thy life. Keep holding to those good instructions that I'm trying to give you, because they will help you in your life. They will preserve your life. The parents of those girls didn't do that. They didn't teach them wise instruction. Verse 14, enter not into the path of the wicked, and go not in the way of evil men or evil women. Those young girls did this. They did not hold to this. They went into the path of wicked. And they went in by the evil. They went by evil women. They learned these things. They saw these things. They didn't hold fast. Look at them. Look what they did. They went the wrong way. Instead of going right, they went left. They went down that wicked path. And look what happened. Verse 15, avoid it, pass not by it, turn from it, and pass away. For they sleep not, except they have done mischief. Verse 16, for they sleep not, except they have done mischief. And their sleep is taken away unless they cause some to fall. Those girls done great mischief. They couldn't sleep unless they went and did that wicked act of taking that man's life by beating him to death. Verse 17, for they eat the bread of wickedness and drink the wine of violence. And that's what they did. That's what they did. These were wise instructions that King David gave King Solomon. If more Israelite parents will teach their kids in the right way, the words of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, some of the stuff wouldn't be going down. But they don't teach them anything. They don't teach the right way. Jeremiah 4:22 told you what? They are sottish children. They are wise to do evil, but to do good they have no understanding. They are quick to do wickedness. That's Jake and Eve out here. That's what those little girls did. Those demons. Like I said, we're in the last days. We're in the last days. Scriptures tell us that a lot of these things are going to happen. This is it. 2 Timothy chapter 3, verse 1. This know also that in the last days perilous times shall come. We're in perilous times. For men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy. Those girls were probably disobedient to their parents. And maybe their parents did try to tell them some things, but they probably weren't listening. Shut up, mom. Shut up, dad. Blah, blah, blah. That's how a lot of these children are now. Some of the parents are afraid of their children. Hey, we're in some bad times. Verse 3, without natural affection. Did those young girls have any natural affection? They didn't. Not at all. He was a fellow Israelite brother of yours. And what did you do? You beat him to death and you filmed it. That shows you right there in what verse 3 goes into, without natural affection. Horrible. Horrible. I'm going to stop there. No, they didn't have any natural affection towards him. No. And yes, the family's not going to get justice. Not in the Esau system. True justice comes through the will of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. So, Yahweh Shem Yahushai is going to bring judgment upon those 5 girls for what they did. You know? Hey, and may it be whatever it is, you know, hey, they're going to get it. It might be a painful death they had to go through for what they did. We don't know. It's through the will of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Well, they're going to suffer for what they did. So, again, don't be surprised when you hear more stories like this. There's going to be a lot more before Yahushua comes back. Everything's going to go sideways real quick. And we believe 2025, a lot of stuff's going to happen. So get prepared. You know, you brothers and sisters, stay prayed up. Keep studying, keep watching the lessons that the apostles, the elders of Great Millstone and brothers that come in the same spirit do. Just stay true to Yahweh Shem Yahushai and keep enduring. Just keep enduring. That's all. We got to patiently wait. Like I said, things are going to get worse before they get better. It's going to get a whole lot worse. This story right here is just the tip of the iceberg of what's coming. So don't be shocked by the things you see, by the things you hear. It's going to get worse. It's going to get worse. But I pray that was edifying to the flock. I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rahakwadash. Double honors to the apostles, the elders of Great Millstone, bringing that 100% truth. And shalom to the hopeful elect. Till next time.